Imagine you are a toothless social worker. You have been referred a family in need of support, so you can call to their house and knock on the door. The parents open the door and immediately there is a problem.
The family didn't speak English at all. I didn't know them and they didn't know me. So how was I going to be able to gain their trust so as I could explain how I was going to help them?
Around 2016, unfortunately, Tuaisceall and Cavan Monaghan had seen an increase in referrals from members of the new communities seeking service from the social work department in the area. We'd also been approached by Monaghan Integrated Development and Falchesja in looking to develop services to help members of the new communities. In our service, we had recognised that translation services alone didn't really provide a service to members of the new communities, and we need to develop a programme that looked at building relationships and building bridges between Tuaisceall and members of the new communities in Cavan and Monaghan.
Mary O'Rourke of MID and myself both saw the need to offer conversational English for migrants, and we liked the Falchesja model because we used volunteers from the local community.
To start a Falchesja group required 10 volunteers to commit 2 hours per week. Sister Anne Jordan had 10 friends and colleagues, many of them are retired teachers, who were willing to put in this time. The fact that they were rooted in the community was really important to the project. So Mary O'Rourke used SICAP to secure space for the group to get started, and Mary also accessed volunteers from the Volunteer Centre, which is part of Monaghan Integrated. The volunteers who came from that side, one of them was a lady called Zintra McConnon, and Zintra was from Latvia and she spoke different European languages, and that was a real help to the project. Zintra got involved in helping to coordinate the classes, which were growing very quickly, and SICAP was then able to secure an office space and get Zintra placed on a Tuaisceall work placement scheme.
I worked for 19.5 hours per week on Tuaisceall scheme. Unfortunately, after 12 months, Tuaisceall scheme finished. But luckily enough, I was able to transfer to CE scheme for another almost 2.5 years. Without support of these two schemes, Falchesja group might not have been able to continue, and other issues might not have been identified. Families who were coming in to register for English classes were experiencing different things. They were confused, where should they go or who should they talk to? And they seen need for somebody who would help them with different paperwork and somebody who could support them with different state agencies.
And it was out of this that the whole notion of community champions grew. And we gradually tried to identify skilled people who could be trained as community champions.
We needed to pull a group together of agencies in the area to support members and develop a programme for new communities. This programme consisted of training in child protection and welfare, Parents Plus and advocacy.
When the discussion of registering or stepping up to social enterprise came up, we weren't very sure. Like we knew it was a great idea, but we were not very sure what it would look like. But with the support of Julie Clark, Julie is the Community Economic Development Officer with a SICAP team in MID, that's Monaghan Integrated Development. With her support and the host of our team, we were able to get the model that really suits our need. So then we went to register as a co-worker cooperative. It's named LINC. So LINC there is Lincoln Island's New Community.
LINC are now trading as a social enterprise for over 12 months. They're in their second year of delivering family support services to migrant families in County Monaghan for Tusla.
When a cultural champion works with a family in County Monaghan, they bring the knowledge of that culture. They bring the knowledge of how that person would have grown up in their homeland and all of the different traditions and cultures that come with that. And that gives us a fresh opportunity to work with families in County Monaghan in a way that hasn't been done before. By working with the community, we work for them much more effectively. If I lived in a different country and I needed some help and support, if somebody from my own cultural background came to try and help me, I would feel the weight of the world lifted off my shoulders. And that's what our cultural champions do for our families in County Monaghan.
LINC is now established as a workers' cooperative, and that form of social enterprise allows the employees to also direct the affairs of the enterprise. They have 11 members and 6 part-time workers on their payroll. They're currently expanding. They're looking for people with different languages to come and join them, and they offer a unique opportunity for state services to work with migrant communities in delivering their services in a more culturally efficient manner.
So LINC is available to migrant communities and state agencies to work with each other and provide an access to state services.
The work that cultural champions do helps keep families together. We know that in some cases, some children may have ended up in the foster care system, but the work that the cultural champions has done has helped for those families to stay together.
I would also like to use this opportunity to say a massive thank you to all the cultural champions. A big thank you to all the agencies as well, working hand in hand to ensure that the county is a better place, not just for the Irish, but even for the new communities. And a big shout out to ETB as well for their contribution, for the trainings and all they've done.